welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today I'm going to be taking you through a super fun 25-minute sculpt and tone workout. I'm going to be combining some Pilates style exercises with some light weights to give you a nice challenge. Today I'm going to be using 1.5 kilos. I'd recommend anything from 0.5 kilos to 2 kilos. I wouldn't recommend going much heavier than that because it is definitely going to be a challenge. So when you're ready, grab your equipment, grab some water and let's get started. So we're going to start with a little bit of core engagement and then get into something a bit spicier from there. So bringing the hands to the ribs. We want to think of sending the ribs out to the side like an accordion. So as we take a nice big breath in, the ribs spread out nice and wide, and then on your exhale, I want you to think of pulling them back together nice and tight. Big breath in, ribs spread out nice and wide, and then on that exhale, we're going to pull them back in nice and tight. Really nice. So we're going to get the core a little bit more involved. So start by drawing the belly button back towards the spine and then up as if trying to tuck it up under those ribs. So it should think of a scoop up through the belly as it comes right up under those ribs. From here, we take our big breath into the side, and on that exhale, pull those ribs together, pulling the belly button up and under. Really nice. Big breath in. Exhale, we pull the ribs together, belly button pulls in and up. Really nice. And then the final thing that we're going to add on, just to really make sure we are engaging through that core, is we're going to add a drop of those ribs. So big breath in, ribs go out to the side. And on our exhale, we pull those ribs together, tucking the belly button in and up, and we start to drop them down towards our hips. So big breath in, exhale, ribs pull together, and they drop down towards the hips. That, with the belly button pulling in and up, is going to really help create some inter-abdominal pressure, and that's what's going to help our core feel nice and braced. So it should feel a little bit hard to the touch. So we're going to start making things a little bit spicier. If you can, you're going to try and maintain that core engagement throughout today's class, but that is definitely going to be a challenge. So I want you to try and maintain it for this very first exercise. Grabbing hold of our light weights if you're using them, we're going to come into some basic lunges to start. So we're starting with the right leg, and by that I mean our right leg is staying forwards. Inhale, we're just going to step back and down. Exhale, we drive back up to standing. Inhale, we step back and down with that left leg. Exhale, we drive up to standing. Really nice. Keep going. So on that exhale, ribs pulling in and down, and that's going to help us a little bit with our balance as well. If you would like to make these lunges a little bit more challenging, we're going to bring the arms up overhead. When I do this, you'll notice that my ribs are flat out to the side. I want to tuck them back in and down. Inhale, we step down. Exhale, they're going to drop. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, they drop. Start to feel those shoulders. And your final option, to make this a little bit more challenging, we're going to add in a knee drive. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, as the arms come down, the left knee drives up. Really nice. Really nice. I'm going to count you down from 10. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and standing up, feet together. We're going to come into our charger lunges next. So staying with our right leg being the focus, big bend through the right leg and up onto those left toes. Weights are just in front of us. Take a nice big inhale to prepare, and exhale, we simply step back. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, step back. Inhale, pull in. Stay nice and low with that right leg. We want to think of keeping our back nice and flat, tailbone tucked under so we're not arching through, everything's tucked in. if you can, get a little bit lower with that right leg. Our option to make this more challenging, we're going to start getting the arms involved, so bringing the arms to the side. On our inhale, we're going to reach back, exhale, drop. Inhale, reach back, exhale, drop. Really nice. Just getting those triceps involved as well. I'm going to count you down from 10, and you're going to keep the arm and leg back for me. You've got 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg stay back. We stay nice and low with our right leg, and we're just going to pulse the arms up. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, giving that right booty a little bit of a pat and just shaking it out. Really nice. Taking a couple of big breaths, and we're just going to repeat that on the other side. So just starting with our basic lunges. This time our left leg stays forward, right leg comes back. Nice big inhale as we lower into our lunge. Exhale to stand. Inhale to lower, exhale to stand. If you can't remember that core engagement that we did at the beginning, so as you exhale, ribs are pulling in and down, and the belly button scoops in and up. Really nice. If you'd like to make this more challenging, I'm going to get those arms involved. So arms are overhead as we lunge down. Make sure those ribs are tucking back in and down. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And then as you come down, the arms come up. As you come up, the arms come down. So feeling those shoulders work. Really nice. If you would like to make this a little bit more challenging, we're going to add in our knee drive. So exhale, we drive the right knee up. Inhale down, exhale, drive that knee up. Really nice. I'm going to count you down from 10. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give that leg a little bit of a shake out. We're coming into our charger lunges next. So we're staying nice and low with that left leg. And then a big bend with the right leg up onto our toes. Waist are just in front of us. On our inhale, we step back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, step back. Exhale, pull in. Really nice. Again, we're keeping that lovely flat back. Hips are tucked under. We don't want to arch through our back here. Everything's tucked in nice and tight. If you'd like to make this a bit more challenging, we're going to get the arms involved. So as we inhale, the arms sweep back. Exhale, they lower. Inhale, sweep back. Exhale, they lower. Stay nice and low on that front bent leg. Really nice. I'm going to count you down from 10, and then we're going to keep the arms and leg extended. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We extend the arm and leg back, and we're just going to pulse the arms up. Really nice. Stay nice and low on that front supporting leg. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping in, give those legs a lovely little shake out and take a couple of nice big breaths. You're gonna meet me at the back of your mat and we're gonna come into some roll downs. So just taking a bit of time to catch our breath and then rolling down through the spine. Hands are coming in front. Big breath at the top, shoulders roll back, feet are about hip distance apart, and we're tucking those hips under. On your inhale, you're gonna stand up tall, exhale, tuck the chin to chest, and roll down bone by bone. Bend through the knees if you need to. Inhale when the fingertips come to the mat, and then exhale, we're gonna pull up, restacking the spine, bone by bone. Roll those shoulders back, big inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck chin to chest. Shoulders roll forward. We roll down bone by bone. Thinking of creating a really nice big curve through that back. And then inhale, coming up from there. Really, really nice. Let's start getting that core a little bit more involved. So we scoop in and up through the belly. As we roll down, I want you to think of pulling the belly up. So the body rolls down and the belly scoops in and up. And then once we're in this nice dead hang, we take our inhale and then exhale, pulling up with those abdominals first. We roll up bone by bone. Really nice. If you'd like to make it a little bit more challenging, we're gonna add in a dive. So bringing those arms up overhead. Again, ribs flare out. We wanna pull them back in and down. On our exhale, we dive forward, reaching the arms out in front of us. And then rolling down, bend through the knees if you need to. Inhale, fingertips come to the mat. And then exhale, using the strength of those abdominals, we're gonna pull up from there, really nice. Inhale at the top. Exhale, we dive and roll. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, we lift. We're gonna do one more. Exhale, we're gonna dive and roll. This time when we come to the bottom, we're gonna place our weights to the side, bend through the knees and placing the hands on the mat. We're just gonna walk out into a nice high plank position. In our plank, we don't wanna think of dropping down with the hips. We also don't wanna be piked up either. Hands directly under the shoulders, hips are pulling towards our hands, and we're staying with this nice neutral spine. And we're just gonna hold here. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to the knees and pressing back into a nice, well-deserved child's pose. Taking some nice big breaths here. The wider you take the hands, the more of a stretch you're going to feel through those shoulders, and the wider you take the knees, the more of a stretch you're going to get in those hips. So just pick the stretch that feels good for you. Really nice. And then from here, we're just going to roll up, swing the legs around, and we're coming to a nice seated position in the center of our mat. We're going to come into some C curves next. So the way that we're setting up is we're pressing our feet down into the mat, big bend through those knees, and we're sitting up high on the bony bit of our bum. I want the back nice and tall, so think uncomfortably tall and comfortably straight. A lot of the times people are gonna sit like this. I want you to be up and open. We're just gonna start by warming up through those abdominals. So placing the hands behind the thighs, we take a nice big inhale, sit up really tall. And on your exhale, I want you to think of scooping the belly button in and up, really tucking it up under those ribs and rounding through the lower back, creating a nice big capital C with the back. Inhale, we sit tall. Exhale, we're gonna round, creating that big C with the back, scooping the belly in. And inhale. Sit tall, really nice. If you would like to make this more challenging, we're going to start bringing the arms out in front of us. Exhale, we're going to scoop through the belly, and this time we're going to roll back to our tipping point. Inhale, use the strength of the abdominals, we lift up. Exhale, we're gonna round and roll. Inhale, we lift. Really nice. If you would like to make it even more challenging, you're gonna add in your hand weights. Really nice, keep going. So we're gonna come into some bow and arrows next. So staying in the C-curve position, arms are extended. This time we're gonna round and roll to our tipping point. And we're gonna pull one arm back, like a bow and arrow pulls back. We reach forward and lift, really nice. Exhale, round and roll. We repeat on the other side. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, we lift, really nice. Exhale, round and roll. Inhale, pull back. Back to center, and we lift. Keep going. I'm gonna count you down from 10. Really nice, you've got 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lifting up. Popping those weights down for a sec, and we're just gonna roll out those shoulders and nod that neck side to side. So we're gonna come into a little bit more work for the abdominals. Next, we're gonna come into some ab twists. So an option to use our weights. We bring the weights together and we're gonna interlace the fingers in front of us. We're gonna sit up nice and high on the bony bit of our bottom. And then I want you to think of really rounding through that back. We roll back to our tipping point. From here, this is our inhale position. Exhale, we're gonna rotate to the side, bringing the weights to the mat. Exhale, tap down and lift. Try to keep the weights nice and close to the body. That's going to give you a much bigger twist through those abdominals. And we want to keep the belly scooping in and up. If you would like to make this more challenging, we're going to lift the legs up into a boat position and we're going to balance as we twist. Really nice. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And releasing those weights to the side. Give those thighs a little bit of a rub down if they need it. So we're going to come into a little bit of a side series to end today's class. So switching over onto our side, we're just going to start with a little bit of a mermaid stretch to stretch everything out, and then we're going to make everything a little bit spicier. So splitting the legs like so, nice big bend through the knees, our feet are sticking out to the side. We're going to place our opposite arm away from our legs down on the mat, and then we're just going to stretch up and over. When we stretch, I want you to think of lifting through the side of this body. So the goal isn't to stretch as far over as we can, the goal is to lift up and away from the mat. Really nice. We'll just do a few here. So if you'd like to make this more challenging, we're going to elevate this. So lifting up so that our knee is raising us up. Knee, hand and foot are going to be in a nice straight line, and we're pulling up and away from the mat. Grabbing hold of our weight, we rest it on the thigh. It's the same thing, nice big inhale, we lift the arm up and over as we reach the body up and away from the mat. And then exhale, flattening through the body, the weight returns down. Inhale, big stretch. Really nice. And then exhale, reaching over. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, reach. Really nice. Keep going. If you'd like to make this more challenging, we're going to start getting the leg involved. So we lift the arm up, straight up above us, and we're going to lift our leg. Inhale, we're going to reach through, creating a twist. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, the leg lowers and the arm reaches over for that stretch. Exhale, arm and leg lift. Inhale, reach through. Exhale, arm extends. Inhale, leg lowers, and we come into that nice stretch. Try to get that leg to hip height or higher, and we want to keep it lifted as we twist. Really nice. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming off that hand and just giving that wrist a little bit of a shake out. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So just swinging those legs to the side. We're going to stretch through our side body first. Big bend through the knees and our feet are coming out. We're going to place our opposite hand down on the mat and we're just reaching up and over. Remember, the goal is not to reach as far over as you can, but to lift up and away from the mat. Exhale, reach. Sorry, inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Perfect. If you would like to make this more challenging, we're going to come into our raised position. So coming up onto that knee, hand, knee, and foot are in a nice straight line, and we're going to grab hold of our weight, which rests on the thigh. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, straighten through the body. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, straighten through the body. Really nice. Remember, we're lifting the body up and away from the mat as we bend. Perfect. If you'd like to make this more challenging, we're going to extend our arm up to the sky and we lift our leg to hip height. Inhale, we're going to reach through. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arm and leg lower. Exhale, they lift. Inhale, we reach through. Exhale, lift. Inhale, they lower. Exhale, lift. Really nice. Keep going. I'm going to count you down from 10. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relaxing down. Popping those weights to the side. We're just going to finish today's class with a little bit of ab work. So laying all the way down on our mat. I want you to think of tucking the hips under, scooping in and up through the belly. I'm going to place the hands behind the head. Taking a nice big inhale to prepare, and on our exhale, we're just going to crunch up, tucking the chin into the chest, looking through the knees. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Really nice. Keep going. If you would like to make this a little bit more challenging, we're going to start adding in a twist. So as we crunch up, we're going to twist to one side, back to center, and down. We repeat on the other side. Twist, center, and down. We can start getting the legs involved as well. So we crunch up, and then as we twist, we're going to reach out with the opposite leg, back to center, and down. Crunch up, twist, center, and down. Really nice. Keep going. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull those knees in. Take a nice big breath. And then just rolling up to seated. Well done for making it all the way through that 25-minute sculpt and tone workout. That was a tough one, and I'm definitely gonna feel my sides tomorrow. I hope you did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below letting me know what you loved and what you would love to see more of, because comments really do help support my channel. I would love to see you in a future video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you never miss a workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye!